As you're saying, you already know some concepts about Tableau, and as already you are into the business analyst, basically if in any batch, if I have some, maybe freshers or maybe the students who are from the non-IT background, as you know,
Mhm.
this in Tableau, basically the domain knowledge is also important, and many non-IT candidates are, looking forward to transit their career to the IT background. Most of the students nowadays are preferring to learn any visualization tool like maybe Tableau or Power BI. So
Mhm.
like that, if I get any such students, I will basically explain from the, I will try to explain what is a visualization tool and everything. As you
Yeah.
already have that knowledge, I'm not doing that.
Yep.
Okay, I will
Yep. Should be
directly,
fine.
maybe I will directly explain you about the Tableau products. Okay,
Mhm.
I hope we have this many Tableau products. I hope you already know or are not. I'm not sure. So basically, we have this Tableau products called as Tableau Desktop, Tableau Public, Tableau Reader, Tableau Server, Tableau Online, and Tableau Prep. Right?
Mhm. Yep.
So Tableau Desktop is the place where we will create all the visualizations, correct?
Yep.
So
Yes.
in our course, along with the Tableau Desktop, we will also learn something about Tableau Server and Tableau Prep. Tableau Prep is an, I can say, a kind of ETL tool. Tableau Prep is a ETL tool for the Tableau. Okay,
Okay.
we can perform some kind of ETL operations over there. So I will include basically in our course content. Tableau Prep is also included. We will see some of the cleaning steps, or I can say we have some methods over there. We will cover those concepts also. Like I will take 3 to 4 classes in Tableau Prep also. I'll show you the installation process and how we will connect normal files, Excel files or everything to the Tableau Prep. How we will filter our data. How we will, if we want to make any aggregations or if we want to perform some cleaning steps, how we will do that in the Tableau Prep, and how we will load that data back to the Tableau desktop. We will also learn that as well. Okay,
Okay.
Tableau Prep, and we have something called as Tableau Server. Basically, Tableau Server is used by Tableau administrators most of the time, but we should have at least some knowledge on Tableau Server as well, if being analyst also. So for that reason, I will include Tableau Server also. But in Tableau Server, basically, we have some concepts called as scheduling. Uh, do you know that?
Yeah. Subscription and scheduling.
Subscriptions and scheduling, I have everything. I will repeat it. I mean, I will explain that everything in the class. How we will create a scheduling, how we will do the subscriptions and all. Basically, how we will share by using online, by using server only, we will share the Tableau files, and how we will give the, we have some roles over there. Everything we will see practically. How we will do the how we will access the Tableau server also, we will cover. Okay, so next we have this products, basically Tableau Reader and Tableau Public. uh, this is not, I mean, Tableau Reader is a place where we will save the files and access the files, right? This is not much useful, and Tableau Public is almost a kind of Tableau desktop only.
Desktop.
Yeah, but here whatever we create, all the files that will be saved into the cloud or Tableau community only. We cannot save that files in our local system, right? So basically, this is not that useful. We will cover Tableau desktop, Tableau server, and Tableau prep, like how we will create Tableau online account to access the Tableau server. These concepts we will cover. Okay.
Yeah. So how depth are you going with the tab? Because like
Mhm.
the future role which I'm going to do, I will be managing the Tableau server and building a report, publishing from from initiation to the end, you can say delivery.
Okay.
So how depth are you going to do going ahead with the Tableau server side? So is it going to be an intense depth or like look and
Yeah.
feel of Tableau server?
Basically, if we are talking about Tableau server, I will explain, like, after creating or after analyzing any report, we will publish that to the Tableau server, right? By using Tableau server, we'll publish that, and whatever all the settings we can make by using Tableau server, how we will create, how we'll create alerts over there, how we will create schedules over there, like that, I will explain.
Okay.
how we will publish it, how we will make everything like that. To that extent, I will explain.
Mhm. Okay,
Okay,
not
and
the admin side of things.
admin side in the sense, can you able to?
Some sort of like what do you call, like providing access,
Of
giving
course, providing, yeah, providing access.
restriction, access level restrictions, those kind of things.
Yeah, providing access is again whenever we have some concepts over there. Whenever we log in into the, I mean, whenever we are sharing files, we have some access roles over there. How we have three types, and how what is that access roles? How we will give that everything also I will cover. I will
Okay,
give the access, and in which role, if we choose which role, what it happens, like what kind of access is limited for what role. I mean, we have administrator role, we have explorer, and we have creator sign some kind of
okay,
roles over there. I will explain all those things also.
okay, yeah.
Okay, so let me just quickly show you the course content first.
Yep, sure, sure. Sorry. So the actual batch starts from Monday, I think.
Yes, Monday. So basically, introduction to the Tableau, Tableau architecture, Tableau features, installation of Tableau desktop, measures and dimensions, continuous and discrete data. These are all some basic things which we need to do before starting or before creating any graphs, right? Next, Tableau products. What is OLAP and OLTP? That is what is data warehouse and what is the difference between database and data warehouse. Next, we have a concept called as Tableau Access. Next, I will show you the installation process of SQL Server, and I will explain the basics of the SQL Server. Like again, it depends upon the batches. If everyone is, see, basically me, I am in DurgaSoft. I will also teach SQL, MySQL. So in my Tableau batches, MySQL students will also get connect. I mean, they will also after finishing the SQL classes, they will usually learn Tableau. So according to the batch, if at least I have one student who is completely new to the SQL, I will start explaining from scratch. Okay, till the joins concept, whatever concepts is required to learn Tableau, that all concepts I will cover in the SQL Server level. Once we finish that concept, basics concepts of SQL, I will show, parallelly, we will see how we will connect SQL Server to the Tableau, and we will generate some reports by using the SQL Server also. Okay, basically how we will connect, I will give you some real-time database, and I will give you, we will have data warehouse file also. I will just show you how we will restore that file in the Tableau server, and we will start creating the graphs based on that file, and based on some sample superstore data also we will create some files. I mean, we will analyze the data, and we will create some graphs. Again, the next, if we talk about the topics, we have something called as Tableau connections, data types in Tableau. Okay, that is what I said here. I will give that one a database here, and I will show you the restoring process of that. Next, from here, advanced concepts will start. That is joins, data blending. Data blending in the sense how basically we will have the data in multiple data sources. Like suppose I have the data in SQL Server, I have some data in Excel file. How we will connect both the data sources, and we will create a blending, data blending over there. Data blending in the sense whenever we are connecting data from the different data sources, how we will create a relationship between them, and how we will get, after creating the relationship, we can create the graphs by using the different data sources. That concept is basically called as data blending. Next, we have filters in Tableau, hierarchy, actions, parameters, creating and using parameters. And then next, visualizations. I will teach each and every graph clearly. These are all the inbuilt graphs available. As you know, after that we have some advanced graphs like maybe donut charts, funnel charts, waterfall charts, lollipop charts, word cloud charts. Up to here all are inbuilt graphs only. These are all some advanced graphs. We will see how we will create those graphs. Next, we have concepts called as Tableau sets, Tableau groups, Tableau functions. Okay, next, we have KPIs. We have something called as drop lines, trend lines, and forecasting lines, by using which we will, create some, we will learn some Tableau trends, I can say, how we will forecast the data and all. Next, we have Tableau dashboards, Tableau stories. Then I will show you about how we will create a Tableau online account, and by using Tableau server, how we will create or how we will modify any schedules. We have some concepts in Tableau server like subscriptions, publishing, ordering. Here, basically, I will talk about the accessing roles also. And next we will cover Tableau prep. I will show you the installation process of Tableau prep and what are all steps we will perform to clean the data in Tableau prep. With that, with this, our course content will be done. At the end, I will discuss some interview questions.
Okay.
So this is about the
So
course content. Mhm.
it looks like you haven't covered the level of details, LODs.
LODs, yeah, LODs I didn't cover here because mostly I will get freshers in my batch. So for them, if I cover everything, they will get confused, right? So for that reason, I didn't included LODs in this in the course content.
Okay.
So yeah, that is the reason I'm showing you in the initial stages only about the course content. Each every concept is almost covered. LODs I didn't touched in the course content so far. Previously, I used to teach for one edtech company. There, I covered that concept as well. But here, as I'm getting, mostly freshers will connect with me. So for them, it is a little bit difficult to understand up to that level, right? So that is the reason I excluded that concept from the course content.
Okay. So does it comes under, so what are the other advanced concepts in Tableau? Level LODs and
LODs only LODs, because here we will cover all the sets and parameters by using which we will create, dynamic graphs. We
Mhm.
have that, one second.
I think the sets went up.
Yeah, we have sets, groups, and parameters. By using this, basically, we can create a dynamic graphs, right? Whenever we create any graph, whenever, according to the client, if they want to see, top 10 sales, top end sales, bottom end
Mhm,
sales, like
mhm.
that, for that we will use sets and parameters concept. We will cover that. We will cover groups, and we will, I will generally explain about Tableau dashboards and stories, and then I will cover this forecasting lines and all, and with the Tableau prep we will finish. And we have one more at the end. Once again,
Mhm.
at the end, just to get some practical knowledge, basically, as I said, most of the students who are completely new to Tableau will join in my session, right? So to get some hands-on experience, I will, at the end, I will use this HR analytics dashboard, and I will make them to create this dashboard
Mhm.
from scratch. From once I am done with all the concepts, I will show them how, I will show you how to create this dashboard.
Okay.
So yeah, but as I said, LODs is not included in my course content.
So will you be able to cover that, or so you're not planned
LODs,
to?
no, no, not for now. Because actually, as I said, I have few more students, almost six students in my 8 to 9 batch, like 1 hour before. So we are just, whoever students will join in this batch, we will just club both the batches. So I already have some students over there, and we are almost everyone are freshers over there. So I won't cover the concept, LODs concept. I won't touch.
Okay.
So
So
I
is
should
it
be,
a big concept? Sorry to ask so many
uh,
questions on that.
no
Is
problem.
it a big?
Because before starting only you should be clear, right? That is the
No,
reason.
no. I'm like, see, I know a little bits and pieces of Tableau, but like my colleague was using frequently using LODs.
Yes,
That's the
yes,
reason.
LOD is correct, correct. See, I'm also working as a Tableau data analyst only. I know in my daily routine I will use LODs a lot. we will use LODs a lot. It is important for some experienced candidates. Like, if you have at least 4+ years of experience, we will definitely use LODs. That is an important concept only, that is important to learn. But as I said, mostly I will get all the freshers. I didn't included that concept.
Now,
So we
okay,
have different levels of LODs, like exclude, includes, and all.
yeah,
That is a
fixed,
little bit
include,
deeper.
exclude
Yeah, fixed,
something.
fixed. Yeah, it is little bit deeper concept, I guess I can say. But again, it
Okay,
is important only. You need to know LODs. If you are, I know, if you have some experience, or if you're already working as a professional, you need to know LODs also.
okay. So what are the other? I'm like, so the reason I'm asking because like I can just Google or YouTube it or whatever it is. So what are the other advanced concepts that you won't be covering?
I will be covering in my course content, or
You won't be covering
no,
like the
won't be
advanced. What
covering.
is
Won't
the
be covering.
LODs?
I guess only LODs, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
not a problem.
remaining all concepts we will.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
the reason I'm asking
yeah. I
because
understood. I understood.
I want to make sure. Okay, this okay,
Only
Miss Divya
whatever
is not
concepts you are
covering.
missing, that concepts
I
you
can.
wanted to know, so that you can at least cover them from other resources. I got it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. So LODs is the only concept, only advanced concept. Remaining everything we will cover here. Or else, as you said, one of your colleague is working, right? Please do one thing. Just show this course content to him, and get some suggestions also, like that also, because as he's already working in your current project, it will be more, he can understand, right? If there are any other concepts which is missing here.
Mhm.
So I'm just suggesting you.
I think you're covering a lot, definitely. So yeah, that should be fine for
Yeah, yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Okay. See, I'm also saying, no, I'm also currently working. So we will use, on daily basis, almost we will use LODs. But here, as I said, mostly freshers, initially I used to teach, but they will feel a little bit of difficulty in LODs. Like, for that reason, I excluded that. If I complete the batch also, they may feel difficulty, and most of the students are not satisfied with that. They are unable to learn it properly. So for that reason,
Got it.
because for freshers, even in the interviews also, they won't touch, they won't ask for about LODs. No, they won't expect to know the LODs concept for them. That is the reason I just excluded that concept.
Not a problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
fine. So,
So whom do you work for, Divya? Sorry.
sorry, I'm not supposed to tell that.
Okay, disclose. Okay, not a problem.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, yes, basically in the demo classes I will explain how we will teach. How we will basically create a tableau, basic graph. If you are already know that, I don't know what to explain now. So
Yeah, I think we'll join from the regular
Monday,
sections of
yeah, yeah,
yes,
that is fine.
yes.
That is what
So that
about,
can
because already about what is, how we will create the basic graph, right? So basically in the demo classes, I will explain that only. So
yeah.
better, if you are interested, please get registered with us and join from Monday. Okay?
No, yes, I will
Yeah.
definitely
Okay. Okay.
do it
Okay. That will be great.
because my role is starting from 1st of October.
Okay. Okay.
So that can be mad. So what's the duration?
It's 40 days actually.
Okay. So my new role is starting from 1st of October. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
should be fine.
Okay. So, yeah. Almost, as I said, in that batch, I almost completed up to joins. So
Mhm.
definitely in first 2-3 days, I will, for the initial concepts, I will explain, a little bit quickly. Only we will finish the
So
very initial
joins in
concepts.
Tableau or joins
Yes,
in SQL Server?
joins in Tableau also. I joins in SQL Server first. I will explain, and then I will explain joins in Tableau.
Okay. Yeah.
So till, in that batch, maybe after within 1 week, I will club the batches. So in that 1 week, or if possible before that only, I will cover the basic concepts, and again it depends upon, in this timing how many students are, I how many students I got depends upon that. I will finish the concept quickly, and we will just change the timings, and from there we will continue with that batch.
So
I'm explaining this reason because, maybe if I don't get, I have another student, he is also having the basic knowledge of, Tableau. He is ready to, he also is working for now. He have some knowledge on Tableau. So if you two only will be in this batch, it will be easier for me. I can quickly finish the basic concepts, and we will, like that it will be depending upon the people who, depending upon the persons who joined in this batch. Maybe it will be, about the first 1 week, as you said, you are, from October 1st your project is starting. So that is the reason I'm explaining, if I
no,
get,
no, I think so. That's from 8 to 9, right?
that is from 8 to 9 IST, right?
Yes. So how
Not from
many
Monday.
classes?
On Monday, the same timings only, 9 to 10.
Mhm.
But as I said, I will finish whatever course content I said. I will finish all the concepts, and once I feel that both the batches I balanced all the concepts, I will just move this batch to that timing.
Okay. So in 8 to 9, how many classes have finished so far? 10, 5?
Uh, it's not like classes. The concepts I can say better.
Yes, yes, better. Yeah.
I finished this initial concepts like Tableau architecture, Tableau future installation process is done. Okay, Tableau products, they're the same thing which I just explained you. I just
Mhm,
explained you very quickly, but for them I explained each and every product. That's it,
mhm,
nothing much. And measures and dimensions. This thing, whenever we are creating the first graph itself, I will explain what is measure and what is dimension. How our columns are divided to measures and dimensions and everything. What is continuous data? What is discrete data? And the difference between data warehouse and databases. Next, Tableau access. We finished till here.
I
Today,
think
I'm
that's
just explaining data blending for them. Today only I started explaining this concept. Up to joins, I finished.
okay.
This data blending also, I just gave some introduction. I didn't, started this. Up to joins,
Okay.
I finished.
What I can do, Divya, like, so if you can share the videos, I'm like from
Okay.
Monday, if you
Okay.
can share the videos for that, can
Hmm.
you scroll up a little bit, please?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So I'm like, those measures and dimensions, continuous
Yes.
and
Yes.
discrete.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you can share an OLAP and OLTP,
Okay.
uh,
See, for them
basically four
actually,
concepts.
yeah, yeah, I understood. For them actually, maybe I didn't covered architecture and OLAP or OLTP also.
Mhm.
Okay, and this one is done. If you want, I can just quickly explain you. Now we have half an hour. I can explain you about this measures and dimensions also.
Okay, yes.
Okay, if we can finish that. As I said, I didn't explain about the data warehouse. I given, I explained about them what is data warehouse, and I gave the database for them. Data warehouse basically, I shown the, restoring process. I will share all those videos. For
Mhm.
now I will explain you this measures and dimensions. Okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
because for them, for the videos also, as I said, maybe in the initial stages, maybe in that videos, demo videos will also cover. In the initial stages, 2 3 videos, the basic concepts will only be there. Again, as you asked, I can even share that particular videos for you if needed. But uh, I guess now we can understand what is this dimensions and measures, what is continuous data and discrete data. This both are almost the same, it is related concept. What is OLTP OLAP differences, I didn't covered for this batch.
Okay,
And the
fine.
Tableau architecture also, even I should cover this. I didn't cover this. I just
Okay,
started. I finished only 4 5 classes only. Like last week only we started this batch. So
okay.
yeah. Do you want me to explain this now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So that I can straight away join into that eight to
That
nine.
to correct, correct. That will be great. Then what we will do with joins concept, do you know the SQL Server concept, basics of
Yes,
joins?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, then you can
I-
even watch the video also, no problem then.
Yes,
Okay,
inner,
great.
outer, left join, right
Yes,
join.
yes, that's it.
Okay.
Correct. So in Tableau level also, to create the joins, we are having two methods. That one also somehow we will cover going forward, or else you can watch that video also, no problem.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, let me tell you the difference between dimensions and measures and what is discrete data and continuous data. So for that, I just open my Tableau desktop here, and as you already know, we have some data sources available here under Connect panel. In the Connect panel, we have various data sources here. We have some Excel file, JSON file, text file, like that. We have many databases we can connect from here, correct? So for now, I will just connect to the Excel file. Maybe I will choose sample superstore data. I'm clicking on open. Okay, this is called as data source level. At the bottom left, you can see something called as data source, the place where we can see the data source level. I got connected to the Microsoft Excel file here, that is sample superstore, and I have three tabs here basically in that file, that is orders, people, and returns. So maybe I I will drag this orders to here, then I can get that data in this part,
Mhm.
correct? I hope you know this already.
Yes, yes.
So here, if you can see towards the top right, there is something called as connection. This is called as Tableau connection. We have two types of Tableau connections. One is live connection and one is extract connection. By default, we will be in the live connection, and if needed, we can click on extract connection. Whenever we choose extract connection, basically we are doing that. We are saving that data in our local system in the RAM, and then we are working on the on that data. That is about the
Okay.
extracted data. I hope you know that.
No.
Okay, okay, no problem. You can watch this video also, or else if I have time, I will explain that. For now, let's see the difference between dimensions and measures. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so these are all the data I have. If you can see, I have this many rows here: row ID, order date. Basically, this is about the sales data, right? We have some ship mode, customer details, location details, product details. I have category, subcategory, product name. Like this, I have some rows here where quantity, sales, profits, like this. So if you can observe in Tableau, as you know, the data the Tableau recognizes data types automatically, right? Here, the symbols you can see here, hash indicates integer data type, that is numerical data type. ABC indicates character data types. This calendar symbol indicates date data type. And we have another called as geographical data type, that is globe. The symbol will be globe for all the location kind of columns. In SQL, basically, we will create the data types, but Tableau automatically recognize the data types whenever we connect it to the data, right?
Yep.
So I will go to the sheet level to create the sheets. So here, if we observe immediately after going to the sheet level, we can see all the column names here towards the left side. Whatever columns we have in this sheet, all the columns we can see here. But if you observe, there is a separation, there is a separate line in between these two, right? Our columns is divided into two parts. You can see some line here, right?
Yep.
This is the first part and this is the second part. Basically, this is called as a dimension, okay? And this
Mhm.
is called as measures, okay?
Yep.
This is the dimensions and this is measures. Basically, what is dimension and what is measure in the sense? For just for remembering purpose, we can understand that maybe all the numerical data comes under measures. But the actual concept here is, you know, on in the measures we have all those columns. Basically almost we will have all the numerical columns only, okay? All the numerical columns, that is maybe the number data types, I can say maybe the integers or floats, whatever it is. We have data types, right? In that we have some numerical data types, maybe int or float. So all the numerical data types data comes under measure, but along with that, for that columns on on which columns we can able to perform any kind of calculations, whether it may be arithmetic calculations, or if we can perform any kind of aggregations. We have aggregations in SQL, as you know, correct?
mhm,
We have aggregate functions like maybe sum, minimum, maximum, right? Count,
mhm,
average, those are all the aggregate functions we have, correct?
mhm,
So on whatever columns we can perform aggregate functions or maybe calculations, any kind of arithmetic calculations, or we can find some percentages over there, basically any kind of calculations or aggregations, on whatever columns we will perform all these things, that columns only will comes under measures.
mhm,
Okay, and the remaining all the data, maybe it may be the character data, it may be geographical data, data type data, all the remaining data types data comes under dimensions.
mhm.
Okay, if you can see, I have some rows here. Let me just, I'm just going to the data source level. Let's see. Here I have row id. Okay, in row id I have a new numbers only, and the data type is also numerical data type, right?
Mhm.
But in sheet 1, if we observe, row id is in this dimensions, because this row id is, is a kind of static data. We won't perform any calculations or any kind of aggregations in it. It is a fixed data, correct?
Mhm.
Row
Yes.
id is basically the column which we won't change. So if we have any numerical columns, like any static kind of columns, that columns will comes into dimensions only.
Okay.
Okay, that is the main difference here. On only those columns where we can perform any kind of aggregations and calculations, automatically a Tableau will detect this. We don't do anything. All the columns will, which comes under dimensions, is that all the columns which comes under numericals, on that columns only we can perform aggregations and calculations. That is the basic understanding or basic difference between the dimension and measure. If suppose sometimes whenever we connected the data, sometimes if you can see this row id into this, or if you can observe any columns like that, even we can change it. Like, if suppose I have row id here,
Mhm.
I can click on this drop down. Okay, I can convert it to measure. Here we have an option here, if needed. It's not that we should convert it into measure. If suppose I saw row id in this part, and I know that row id is not the continuous data, it is not the measure, then I can convert it into the dimension by like this. I can convert it to the dimension if needed. According to our analysis, we can even convert dimensions to measure and measures to dimensions. But again, the basic understanding is this one. On whatever columns we will create aggregations and we can perform all the basic calculations, that columns we will consider into the measures. And
Okay.
again, uh, we saw about, I hope dimensions and measures is clear for you, right?
Yes.
So accordingly, we have continuous and discrete data. So it is nothing but, we have, if again this is interrelated, all the measures are almost continuous data, right? Because sales may be, as we got some new sales, the I mean new data, sales will be changed, right?
Mhm.
But whereas from order id, row id, of course we will get the new rows there, but it won't. If I select the row id and if I select the sales over there, whatever maybe I will see, whatever, you know we will, all the measures, maybe whatever we can see in the green part, it will considered as a measures. Okay, it will be considered as a continuous data. The data
Mhm.
will be, we have some discrete data and continuous data, as I said previously. This is a fixed kind of data, row id. But the sales, maybe it will change. We can perform any, after performing any calculations and aggregations, the data will change, right? We can, if for now my sales is this one, if I perform any calculation or aggregation on this measure, the data will change, right? But we cannot perform any calculation or aggregation on row id. That, so for that reason, the data will be as it is. Whatever columns we have, that data, I mean, I'm not talking about the new data, but for the existing data, we won't perform any, we cannot make we cannot change that data, right? And the same, the same concept here. If for that fixed data, we can consider it as discrete, and for on what columns we can create aggregations and calculations, whatever columns we are considering is as measures, we will consider them as a continuous data.
Continuous data.
Okay, continuous data in the sense, measures here, discrete data in the sense dimensions only, the
Dimensions.
same concept. Okay,
Yeah.
so I hope this is clear.
Yes.
And see, do one thing, just if it is okay for you, if you really think to continue, see, again, I'm once again telling that I'm not touching, I'm not including LOD's concept here. Again, that is most important concept. If you are okay with that, if you want to register, you can register. It's completely your choice, because I need to tell you the fact, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
know in real time we will use LODs a lot, but as I said, the reason also why I didn't included the LODs in in the course content. So if you are okay, if you get register, what I will do directly, maybe if I have another students also, I will take from the 9 to 10. But for you, if you are okay, we will directly give you the link of 8 p.m. I mean
Yes.
8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST, so that you can continue from the data blending concept. Monday I will start data blending. I gave the small introduction on data blending, but again from Monday I will start data blending only. Till here, whatever concepts you needed, of course you will get access for all the videos. But again, as I said, some videos, the maybe initial videos, 1 2 videos, the concepts are repeated, you can you can see that them as well. Or else if you want any particular video, I will just I will tell you in which video, in which session we have that particular concept also for you, so that we
Okay.
can basically, you can access all the videos and you can continue from that batch.
Yep, sure.
And okay, so about the
So,
Tableau.
what about material?
Yeah. Okay, so Tableau desktop and SQL Server installation I already shown for them. You can watch that video also if needed, or else I guess you already know about the Tableau desktop installation, correct?
Yeah, I do have already installed it.
Okay, then that's great. So about the material, what we will do in daily classes, we will upload the videos, whatever I explained in the classes. I will explain. We will upload all those videos. Along with that, whatever raw files we have, like if it is databases, data warehouse files, or whatever Excel files, I will use for for basically creating all the graphs, all that raw files. Along with that, in the SQL Server, we will create many tables, right? All
Yeah.
those database files, all those raw files, I will share with you. Along with that, concept-wise notes I will provide for you. In the Word documents only I will provide. If it is joins, if it is SQL joins, I will just provide the file like this, where even any student can able to understand the concept easily by seeing this files. I will detail explain each and every concept over there along with the codes.
Hmm.
Like this, I will provide the notes
Okay. Yes. Okay. Great.
like this. This is the SQL file, and then I have Tableau joins separately. How we will use joins in the Tableau level, like we have two methods, right? I will explain along with the notes, whatever steps we have, we will include that detailing in the notes. Basically, I will upload this notes also in the same link, concept wise. Once I done with the concept, I will upload that files.
Okay, fine.
Okay, because if I upload this, whatever visualizations we create, whatever graphs we create, if we upload that files, if we are connecting to the SQL Server also, you cannot access that, because my it will connect to my local host SQL Server, right? That is the reason I won't upload the maybe the Tableau files over there. But as you will have already the videos, you can I basically suggest the students to practice on themselves all that graphs.
Okay.
So that is how I will cover.
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
Mohammed.
I will
Mhm.
join from 8 p.m.
Okay.
from
Okay. Great.
Monday.
Okay. If
Yeah.
everything is okay, just our admin people will send you a mail. Just get registered with them, and I will ask them to provide you the direct access, a link for the that Monday 8 p.m. batch link only they will provide you. Okay.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Sure. All right, Mohammed. Then on Monday, let's meet on 8 o'clock.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Once you get register, you will get the access for that. Okay. Then you can watch all the videos.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
All right.
If not possible, as as this is weekend, if not possible on Sunday, they will provide you the access on Monday morning only. Okay.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah. All right then. All right. Okay.
Thanks.
Great.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.